Satan! Satan! We're back!
I don't know if you're gonna get hit by the voices, because
what do you mean? Our next guests are here. They're from the podcast Oi Carol. Did I say it right? Welcome, Jonathan and Aileen. Welcome to
hell. Hi, guys.
Well, you are on Welcome to Hell, Hell's most popular talk show. If you did not know, you are coming out the brand new podcast.
Yes.
Why don't you tell the sinners at home a little bit about that? What do you think, Warren? Wouldn't you like to hear?
What's to think? I'd like to hear about it.
Great. Well, Jonny and I are longtime best friends, and he's a very big fan of horror films.
Since I was a little kid. Favorite genre, love horror movies. You wanted to go to the movies with me? Let's pick a horror movie to watch, because I'd rather see a horror movie above everything else.
And yes. I am a fresh new baby to the horror genre. And Jonny and I went Not for lack of trying. Because we went to high school together, and in high school he would torment me with shoving Blair Witch Project down my throat, The Exorcist when they re-released it, and all kinds of...
the version you've never seen. You'll never see again.
Then once I turned 30, something happened in my chemical being, and for some reason I said, you know what, let me give horror movies a try. And now I think I would be considered like a pre-teen scream queen.
Teen scream queen.
Teen scream queen. Honestly, I'm quite a
good warm-up words.
Pre-teen
scream queen. Pre-teen scream.
Pre-teens. So not only is this horror world encompassing Jonny and I, but the both of us are of Latinx descent. And one day I was like, you know what? When I think of horror movies, I don't ever think about Latin America. I usually think, U.S., good old Japan always got amazing horror movies. Maybe a 70s Italian film. They had their finger in that pot.
Right in the pot.
One day I FaceTimed Jonny and I said, listen, dude, how about we talk about Latino horror films? And he was like...
Absolutely. And Aileen... she kind of got the ball rolling. Like, you want to watch horror movies with me? I'm down, of course, all the time. But I was like, I don't know if we're going to find a lot of Latinx horror movies, but Aileen has compiled.
Yes, you would be surprised.
There's about almost 300 movies that are horror movies of Latin America. And it's like, we're going from Mexico at the top all the way down to the bottom in Argentina. It is a plethora. And so we're excited to watch a Latino horror movie every week. And then Jonny and I talk about it, and we're goofs and goofballs. And it's a fun time.
Yes, that sounds quite disturbing. I love it. I seek out terror in any country I'm in.
What are individually your used to's favorite horror movies?
Are we doing favorite Latinx horror films?
I don't think I have enough Latinx films under my belt to find a favorite yet.
I think that's kind of why we want to do it. Yeah.
This is a great adventure that both of you are about to go on. I'm excited to witness it.
It's going to be reconnecting to our roots, but also getting the shit scared out of us.
God, when they see Santa Sangre, I can't wait to hear that episode.
Oh my God, we totally have Santa Sangre on our list.
Yes, that's the one.
Coffin Joe.
Yes, we just watched Coffin Joe.
At midnight, I will take your soul.
Those nails.
Nails. But Jonny, what's your favorite scary movie? I know it because, of course, I'm the best friend.
I am the most indecisive person ever, so I'm going to give you two.
Very good.
Do not consider the first one to be a scary movie, but my favorite movie is Jaws, which I consider to be a horror movie because it scared the shit out of me. But I'd say like my favorite straight up horror movie, it's The Shining, which I guess is not like too out there, but I just love that movie. I could watch it at any time. I love that movie.
Great
Very
movie.
layered, and I think the way that it takes its time and the horror creeps in as opposed to is presented, it's hard to not include that on a top 5.
People are obsessed with that movie, so much so that there is that documentary about all the strange. Yes.
Room
That is
237?
insane.
Yes.
I found a lot of it to be quite a stretch, but
Crazy things, and I'm trapped in hell, and I think it's pretty.
Yes. Yes.
I am.
I'm honestly surprised. I'm really surprised that you said your favorite scary movie is The Shining, Johnny.
what did you think it was going to be?
I thought it was going to be Friday the 13th.
No, you mean Nightmare on Elm Street?
I mean, I'm so sorry, Nightmare on Elm Street. I've Freddy.
Listen, but there's just so many like I feel like Nightmare on Elm Street. That's my favorite slasher
Okay.
genre,
I see.
or like slasher villain. It's just like that's how I just love horror so much that like
So
I can
much.
literally be like, well, but I also live this one and this one and this one. But I just love Freddy Krueger as well. But like the top would have to be the Jaws and Shining right up there. What's yours? I'm curious to hear what yours is now.
Yes, Aileen, what's yours?
I mean, I think this may be because it's tied to actually a memory with Johnny, but one day I went to Washington D.C. where he lives, and we had a day where we literally were just on the couch watching just watching scary movies, and there was something about Halloween that I just was like, I loved the clothes.
Yeah.
The clothes were fantastic, but I mean, just seeing Michael Myers step out of behind the hedge like that was
that the first time you had witnessed it?
Yes, it was the first time I'd witnessed, and so I was like, oh boy, and
Nothing like the first time. Nothing like it.
I know that Vincent has a very soft spot in his heart for the Thorn Cult and the sequel.
Yes.
Lore.
Okay.
That's fun too.
I was very committed to those 2 films.
Yes.
And the cult itself. Got
Oh.
way too involved with them.
sure.
Yeah.
But that's another story.
Yeah,
Whoa!
he's got a bag of runes that he likes to throw around to try and stop people from
They'll
crossing.
stop you in your tracks.
Oh
I mean,
boy.
that Thorn Cult was very hellish, so that makes sense.
But oh damn it, what's his name? If what's his face comes at you with a pipe.
His name is Paul Rudd, Vince.
Paul Rudd! If Paul Rudd attacks you with a pipe, there's nowhere to escape. Night of the Living Dead is technically a Latinx movie.
Romero.
You just recently watched Night of the Living Dead for the first time, didn't
I
you?
did. I did.
Oh,
It
boy.
was
You love-
right when the pandemic began and the shutdown started. Right when that happened, I was like, okay, well, I guess maybe I'll just watch the Night of the Living Dead series just because I'm here. I got nothing to do. And I loved them. I love them so much.
They're not about the zombies. They're
Not
about
at all.
humans being the real monsters, and that's
Yeah.
Humans
Yeah.
are the monsters.
They are.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
You need to go to Evansville, Pennsylvania. That's where they shot the film, and you can go to the cemetery, and they have the Night of the Living Dead museum there. It's quite
Really?
horrific.
Oh my
Yes, they have a
God.
zombie museum you can go to. They have a
Field trip.
huge festival, and the festival also ties in, I believe, with the mall. The mall that's in the
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
They have things there, and if you are a fan of those movies, I would not.
Wow,
not
I
hesitate
didn't know
to
that.
take you
That
with
is so cool.
Yes.
Honestly, probably not too far away. So
Yeah,
watch it.
Johnny, listen. Drive
That's a
up
good
to
road
New
trip.
York.
That's a good road
Yep.
trip. You get just a few hours upstate in Connecticut. You can go to where Friday the 13th 2 was shot. Blairstown, New Jersey.
Aileen and I recently we rented a little cabin in the Poconos, just to get the hell out of our respective cities. And I was like, where can we find a place super close to where they filmed the original Friday the 13th? And I did find a little cabin. I was like, this is close to Friday the 13th.
I mean, we did have our moment of like, let's swim out in the lake, and what if Jason comes out? Like nerds.
On Friday the 13th itself, the town has quite a festival. They have things going on and vendors and characters walking around in the street.
I love that.
They show the films. It's quite fun. Yes.
Isn't there a lake somewhere where they actually have a statue of Jason?
Yes, I just read that the other day.
In the lake, you can scuba dive down to it. That's horrifying.
I don't like that.
Doesn't that make you happy though that things like that exist?
It fills me with so much joy. I love it.
But people really need to leave Jason alone. You know, his mom's dead. That's it.
Yeah, poor
guy. Alone. I mean, what did he do to you? You're trespassing on his land.
Exactly.
I mean, according to him.
Well, guys, is there anything else that you'd like to share with us before we close the portal on you?
Well,
the portal closes.
Please hold on, portal. Not
yet.
We
need to check it.
Just a brief moment. Thank you, Vincent, for holding it open. Our podcast, our first episode drops Monday, October 5th, and we're gonna be dropping episodes. That's the lingo, right?
Dropping them.
We're gonna be dropping episodes every Monday, and then if you follow us on all the social medias at Uy Que Horror, that's UYQUE horror, Uy Que Horror. You can find out on Fridays what movie we're doing the next Monday, and then you can have a spooky weekend watching a Latinx fucking horror movie.
I can't wait. I'm gonna be joining you guys because that's what I need more of. It's one place I could educate myself more on. One more question: how do you want this to end? Vincent, could you explain this a little bit better for that?
You are visiting us here in hell, but if you were to pass away right at this moment, how would you like to go?
Aileen, you take it.
I would love to go just after have eaten a very large bacon cheeseburger, no lettuce, no tomato, maybe grilled onions, and then like a very, very, very good basket of French fries, like a steak cut I would prefer, and like ranch for the French fries, just regular ketchup, mustard, and mayo on the burger, and then just like smoke a fat bowl and take a huge shot of like, I don't know, whiskey, and then just fucking kick the bucket, man.
Yeah, just shut it down after that.
Wow.
Yeah, just like in a full.
So I live in Washington D.C., and we're living in a particularly intense time these days. So I think maybe just a swift apologies to all the people of DC, including myself, and probably nearby Maryland and Virginia. Very sorry, because lots of people would have to die. But I'm saying just drop a swift atomic bomb or something of the sort on DC and just wipe us all out, because it's a fucking mess over here. Preferably when I'm asleep. But yeah.
Sleep well, everyone at home tonight in Washington, D.C. Well, the dark portal closes. Thank you so much for joining us, Aileen and Jonathan. We will look forward to joining you on your Latinx horror film journey. Farewell!
Bye.